As a business owner, you might have international clients and you would want to bill them in different currencies. This is how Zibrabooks can help you keep track of your sales, of your expenses, of the invoices that you send in different currencies. First, you need to sign into your Zibrabooks account. To record a sale in a different currency, go to Sales, then click Add New. Select your date, that is the date of the sale. In this case, we are going to choose 30th March 2026. Select your customer. In this case, we are going to select Roma Data Analytics. Item. The item is the service or the item that you have sold. In this case, we are going to add a new item called data analytics. We have charged our customer $2,000 US. We're going to record this in US dollars. In terms of the quantity, it's just one service that we have provided, so the total amount is $2,000 US. In this case, we are not going to select taxes, or let's charge our customer VAT. Let's charge our customer VAT in this case, but it's optional. You can select no tax. So go ahead and click record in another currency. Once you do that, scroll down, and the first thing that you're going to see is that we have been told that our currency, that is our base currency. This is the currency that you selected when you are signing up, or the currency that you selected in your business settings. So we know that this amount, or rather the amount that is going to be converted, is going to be converted to Kenyan shillings. So select our currency. We're going to select US dollars that we have charged our customer, our client who is in the US, and this customer paid us in US dollars. So you can see the exchange rate is 129.9849. That is $1 US is currently going for 129 shillings and 98 cents. Now, if this exchange rate is not the exchange rate that you are given by your bank or your payment provider, in this case, we are going to type in our exchange rate. We don't want to use the one that has been given to us. We're going to use 130 shillings. You can see that the total amount that our customer was supposed to send us in Kenyan shillings, or what our bank was to convert to us, is 301,000 Kenyan shillings, 301,600 shillings. We're going to go ahead and save this sale. This is our sale. You can see that the date is on 30th March 2026. Our customer is Roma Data Analytics Limited. The item is data analytics. The quantity is 1. The unit price is $2,000. The tax element is $320, so the total amount is $23.20. Now the currency is in US dollars. We don't have any attachment. This is our sale transaction. Now let's check our dashboard to see how this has been converted or recorded. This is our dashboard, and you can see when you click view breakdown usually pops up when you record another sale. When you record a sale or an expense or any other transaction in a different currency from the currency that you set up for your business. You can see that the breakdown tells us that $2,000 US, that is equivalent to 260,000 Kenyan shillings, is our sales. We have no expenses. Our profits, remember, profits are sales minus expenses, so you deduct that. In terms of our taxes, you can see that our tax element is 41,600 shillings, and in the breakdown, 320 US dollars, which is equivalent to 41,600 shillings, is our taxes. So with Zibrabooks, we separate your actual sales from your taxes. Taxes are not your sales. Taxes are what you remit to the government. So that's why we have separated that for you. You can see that the tax collected is 41,600. The tax paid, which is usually charged on expenses, is 0. So that's how you record a sale with a different currency. In case you want to record an expense in a different currency, assuming that you bought a laptop from Amazon or you outsourced an item or any other item that you paid in a different currency, we are going to do that as well. In this case, just go to expenses, then add new. Our date, that is the date of the expense, is 30th March. Our supplier, we bought this from Jupiter Merchants. The item is, let's add laptop. They charged us 300. Actually, they charged us 2,000. No, let me use another amount. They charged us 1,500 US. This time we are going to select euros. So they charged us 1,500. In terms of the quantity, we only bought one laptop. The total amount is 1,500. We were not charged any tax. Or let's just record a tax. Let's just record it. So you'll go ahead and click record in another currency. You will scroll down, then select your currency. In this case, let's select euros. We paid 1,500 euros. The current exchange rate is 149. That is, €1 is currently going for 149 shillings. Yeah, we will accept that. So we paid an equivalent of 260,536. Let's go ahead and save our sale. Our expense rather. This is our expense. You can see that it's from Jupiter Merchants. We bought a laptop that was going for 1740 euros. This is the currency, 1740 euros. Now, when you go to your dashboard, you are going to view your expenses, and you can see that in our breakdown, our total expenses are 224,600, and in our breakdown, the expense is equivalent to 1,500 euros. Remember, there was that tax element. So when you go to taxes and click breakdown, view breakdown, you're going to see that we have these expenses that are equivalent to 240 euros, which is equivalent to 35,936,039. The reason why it's a negative, it's because it's related to an expense. It's the same case with loans. You can go ahead and record a loan, assuming that you took a loan in a different currency or in a different country, and you're using it in a different currency. So you can keep track of different currencies and even invoices. Let me show you how to create an invoice in a different currency. Go to invoices, then add new invoice. The date is 30th March. The customer is, let's use Kai Consultants. We charged them for data analytics and charged them for, so the service is data analytics, and we charged them 3,500. This time, let's select pounds. Quantity is 1, or let's select, let's just stick to 1. No tax. So it's 3,500. We will go ahead and add a description here and say service for April. For April and May. Payment details, let's say Ivory Bank, pay Ivory Bank, account number. Now this is optional. So record in another currency. We are going to select the British pound. You can see that right now, 1 British pound is going for 172 shillings, 172.63. So what about 3,500? We're going to save this. This is our invoice. You can go ahead and select view invoice. This is how it looks like. You can see the issue date is on 30th March. Here's the name of our customer. Then the details of the product. You can see it's data analytics. We have built this to Kai Consultants. So our company is Kiwi Consulting. We have built it to Kai Consultants. £3,500, no taxes, which is equivalent to Kenyan shillings. Now, this is optional in case you want to show it in your invoice. Ivory Bank description, that's it. So you can go ahead and download your invoice and share it with your client. To get started with Zibrabooks, head over to www.zibrabooks.com and click the Get Started button, or you can reach out to us at support@zibrabooks.com. That is if you want someone to walk you through the system and set up your account.